Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So we're here for another one of our mass making sessions. We are up to week number 208, would you believe? So for those people who don't watch my channel, we are doing reruns. So we are rerunning week number 8, which then we reran already as week number 108. So now we are rerunning it for a second time. So week number 208. So what are we making today? We are making little paperclip pockets, which are rather cute. Now I have to say we're doing a slightly updated version to the first round. I think I did this version in the second round. The first round I used the very tiny paper clips, you know, which I think they're kind of like an inch or whatever, aren't they? This time we are using they're like 2-inch paper clips. So the 2-inch paper clips. So if you want to make along today, what you are going to need, you're going to obviously need your paper clips. So 2-inch is what I'm using. And then you're going to need a variety of paper. Now I am using printables, and I say this nearly every week. I'm using printables because that's what I predominantly have these days. If you do not have printables, you can use anything else. You can use book pages, you could use sheet music, you could use scrapbook paper, magazine pages, anything like that. My only thing that I would say is I would probably not use any paper that was too flimsy. So if you're using, for example, book pages, I would try and use something along the slightly thicker side rather than very thin book pages. That's the only kind of, you know, caveat that I would say. So the printed paper that I'm using, this is actually 230 GSM. Now this is a photo quality paper, and you can probably hear it's pretty sturdy. So that's the paper that I'm going to be using. Now, again, it's up to you whether you want to have some sort of plain paper to hand to, you know, secure your paper clips, or whether you're going to be a bit more extravagant and you just use kind of, you know, the backs of, for example, the scrapbook paper or book page or whatever. Completely up to you, and it will make more sense once we get making what I actually mean by that. You're then going to need some glue. Now, I always use the Anita's tacky glue for paper generally. So this is what I would probably use if I was making these in slow time, but because I'm making these for a video, I'm going to be using my hot glue gun. Now I use this because it's a lot quicker. So obviously when you're making videos, I don't want you guys having to just watch while I kind of clamp the pieces together and hold them together. I'd rather use something that's instant. Now my hot glue gun's pretty messy. I use it all the time. It's a Bosch PKP, I think it's an 18E. I've had these glue guns for years, absolutely love them. So that's what I will be using for gluing my pieces together. But like I say, if I wasn't wanting the instant, you know, instant glued effect of the hot glue, then I would probably use the Anita's tacky glue for paper type items. Aside from that, you may need like a dried wet wipe or something for dabbing out your glue. And you may want to have something like some distress ink. I've got Distress Oxide here. It's walnut stain with a blendy tool, just for sort of inking around. You might like to have a corner rounder just for some different looks. Again, all optional. These are all optional things. I will just decorate one at the end, but aside from that, I will be leaving mine sort of blank. Again, you know, up to you whether you decorate them all or whether you leave them blank like I do, and then decorate them, you know, as and when you come to use them in your projects. So, and aside from that, sorry, you're going to need some scissors or a paper trimmer. If you're somebody who likes to use a paper trimmer, then you may well, you know, you may well like to have a paper trimmer on hand. Now, I'm also going to be doing something slightly different in the middle of this video, which is a flip through of a little tiny journal that I'm going to be selling for a like charity event. So yes, keep tuned if you want to watch that. And yeah, so we shall just get going now. So how do we make our paperclip pockets? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take first of all some of my paper that's already been sort of, you know, used for something else. Now I'm going to just cut this down. This is from my Melrose Garden printable kit, and I'm just going to take this sheet down like this. Now you can probably see I've made not a very good job across the top. It doesn't matter because I can tidy that up, you know, as we go. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in to form your pocket. So decide how big you want your pocket to be. So I'm going to put it kind of about this sort of size like this. And then what I'm going to do for these is we're going to fold in a small section like this to form a, oh, what would you call it? I don't know what to describe this as. What would you call this? I don't know. I'm afraid the words have escaped me. But yeah, going to cut this in. Now I'm going to miter the corners slightly here. Oh gosh, look, I've just painted my nails and so now I've dabbed nail varnish all over this. Oh gosh, not good. This is why, yeah, I should really be a bit better organised and paint my nails way in advance, but never mind. So that's going to go in there, and then you're going to glue your pocket onto that sort of, would it be a gusset? Is that the word I'm looking for? A gusseted kind of piece. So we're going to have it like that. So again, just going to squish my piece down. If you want to use a bone folder, you could use a bone folder for this. I'm just using my scissor handles. Okay, so you can always then trim across your top if your top's not overly straight. Again, you know, I'm not too worried. It doesn't have to be, you know, 100% perfect. So then you're going to take your paper clip and just clip your clip into your pocket like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, so decide which are you going to have as the front or the back. As I've dabbed nail varnish on there, I'd best make that the back. And then what you're going to do is just take a small amount of card. I'm just going to be using this one. It's a bit extravagant, but never mind. To cover over your paper clip. Okay, now at this point, obviously this is where you could use book page or, you know, scrap paper or anything you like really. Now again, I'm using the hot glue because that's nice and fast, and obviously when you're going off under over something a little bit lumpy bumpy like your paper clip, it's good to, you know, to secure it in instantly. So like that. Okay, like that. All right, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to run a bead of glue onto this section here, and then I'm going to run a bead of glue straight the way along the bottom, which is going to secure this closed on the two sides. Obviously I don't need to glue this side because it's just a folded edge, and then the top is going to be our pocket, so we don't need to obviously, oops, we don't need to glue that. So a bit of glue straight along here like that, and then just a small bead of glue straight across the bottom like that. Okay, and then just squish your pocket all around. Again, if you're using wet glue at this point, you may need to obviously take your dry wipe to catch the excess glue, and then you might want to clamp it closed with maybe some bulldog clips or something like that, or, you know, maybe a couple of paper clips to just hold it while it's gluing. Mine, obviously, I've used the hot glue, so it's very instantaneous. So it's, you know, it's already held fast like that. And there inside, we've got our pocket, and yeah, that's complete. So, I mean, they're very, very quick and easy, but they're very cute, aren't they? Now, like I said, I'm sure that for the first one, I did slightly smaller, or, you know, the smaller paper clips, which definitely were, you know, were fine. They were workable. And if you make smaller journals, you may like them like that. I think for me personally, I make bigger journals. So for me, this kind of 2-inch paper clip is definitely, you know, much better for the size of journals that I make. So I'm going to run you through another one of those just to, you know, make sure that we've got them all kind of, you know, got the hang of it. So again, just going to trim off that end. And then I'm going to fold it in. So again, just need to decide which section do I want. Let's have this colour, this peachy type colour in. So going to take that in like that. Okie dokie. Squish that in with my bone folder, in my case, my scissor handles. Then you're going to take your other section and you're just going to make your, I think we called it a gusset. We're going to fold that in like that. Okay. So once you've folded that in, you can then trim off the excess, because obviously you don't need it to be huge like that. So trim off that. like that, and then just go miter that down like that and like that. Okie dokie. And then fold this in so it's on the end like that, and then we can glue it all together. At this point, obviously, if you need to do any trimming, trim it up now, preferably before you put the paper clip in, just because obviously, especially at the top, if your piece needs trimming at the top, it's easier to do, you know, before you've got your paper clip attached. So there we go, like that. Okie dokie, let's get rid of those. So again, going to then put my paper clip in to my pocket. Just check which way round I'd like it. Yeah, I think I want it that way round. So again, just going to take my piece that I'm going to be just popping in here. Let's just take this one. Doesn't really matter, but you know, yeah, we'll just pop that one in. Don't need it quite that size, or that size in fact. So take that down. Not that it really matters, but you want to get your glue as close to the top as you possibly can, so that preferably you've not got a space here at the top. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you've got a space across this top section, it could, you know, be awkward when you're putting things into your pocket. It just could, you know, could result in pieces catching on this piece that's covering your paper clip. So that's just kind of like a, you know, a little side note. Just going to trim this down slightly more because I think it's quite bulky. There we go. And then we just go straight down here like that, and then that bead of glue straight across the bottom like that, and just fold our entire piece in like that. Oops, I'm so sorry. Hang on a second. That's just my phone. Hang on. Oh, so sorry about that. That was my mum and dad. So yes, we have now done this one as well. So we've done two already. So, I mean, they're pretty quick and easy, aren't they, to come together? So, yeah, you know, they're a good thing to have in your stash. And obviously, when I said round in the corners, you know, you could round the corners here. You could round them at the top. You know, just different kind of looks that you could do. So, I mean, just quickly... Oops. Let's quickly demonstrate one with some rounded corners. Oops, like that. There we go. So, you know, they're very cute, aren't they? I mean, you could round all four, but I think actually just the two is pretty nice. So that's those. Now we're going to do mass making now, which is like assembly line style. Yeah, assembly line style making. So that means just doing all the stages at once. Now, just before we get into it, where we're going to relax, have a nice time and enjoy ourselves, I just want to do a quick flip through of a little item that I want to sell to donate the proceeds to a cause in our local kind of area. So I'm just going to put my cloth up on the desk and then I will do the flip through. So hold on. Okay, so this is a bit of an unorthodox kind of, you know, process really, but I wanted to just advertise this, and obviously it's, you know, it's only a small journal, so I didn't, you know, want to obviously do necessarily, you know, a video on its own, and I thought that I would just put it up during the mass making. So this is going to be on my website, on my shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk website. Now, we made a lot of this together, so you may remember it. I love how it turned out. It's absolutely gorgeous, and actually I'm going to make some more of these when I get a chance. So let's have a quick flip through. Now, this was using that gorgeous Venice book. So we've got lots of Venice images just on the cover here. It's just cardboard, and I've just covered it with the image from the book, some lace up here and a little flower. And then I've just sealed it with, bound it with the sari silk on the corner, or on the edge, sorry. Now, opening it out, we've got here, again, the craft coloured card, which has been printed on. We've got lace and ribbon running down the edge. And then we've got a couple of kind of pockets here with just some printables tucked into those. This is just a flip down using my rich damask coloured papers. It's been coffee dyed. So you've got some journaling space there like that. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this is actually a little sort of belly band as well. I haven't put anything in there, but you could. Perhaps I've got something tiny here, actually. Hold on 2 seconds while I just see if I've got anything small enough, because it is pretty tiny. There we go. Just pop a little ticket into there as well. So super cute there. Then we've got a little fold out flip here, so you could obviously journal in here. This is my butterfly, the cabinet collection papers on the edge there, and this is just a little chunk from, not chunk, but you know, torn out center from one of my hearts printables and some lace there. So love how that looks. Now this one, I love this page. So this is a little laminated lace pocket, which inside there I just popped one of those gorgeous little flippy type pieces with some coffee dyed paper on my rich damask papers, and then some tracing paper piece and some more of the coffee dyed. This is, I think, from my decorative edge strips, and then this here from, I think this is from my Rose Park printables. That all just tucks in, oops, tucks in like that, and that just tucks into the lace pocket. Doesn't that just look so gorgeous? And that's just literally stitched onto this craft coloured card, and then it's glued onto the page here. So I just love how that looks. And then tucked under here, or underneath the tuck, sorry, you've got some of my lace paper here, some vintage book page, and then this pocket here, again with another little printable piece tucked in here. You've got some lace at the top, and then just a little kind of stapled on assortment of bits there and some lace. So love how that looks. And then here on this page, we've just got a little, is this a flip? No, this is a pocket. Sorry, couldn't remember. Some more of the Venice papers, another piece from the Butterfly Cabinet Collection. We've got some lace down here, and then tucked in, oh no, I haven't tucked on the thing. Oh yes, I have, yeah. There we go, tucked in. We've got just one of those craft coloured pieces, and that just tucks in like that. And then here we've got just a little, again, craft coloured kind of pocket, and this has got, again, a little flippy down fold out piece there. It's got some ribbon stapled on, and it's got some lace trim down the side. And then here on the front we've got some this is like, yeah, just thinking my lace collection papers again. A little bit of, this was actually some vintage document, I think, printable or original, I'm not sure, can't remember, I'm afraid. And then tucked into there, again, some more of that craft coloured paper. These I've got for sale on my website also, so you know, do hop over and have a look if you'd like to. And then here, this is a genuine vintage postcard. Doesn't that just tie in brilliantly? I mean, this is from St Paul's Cathedral in London, but look at those colours. I mean, could that be a better match for this particular journal? I just absolutely love how that looks. So that's just in there, and of course on the back you've got just you know, some vintage you know, what was written on the postcard. Then we've got this little page here with a pocket, and again the pocket's made just from the Venice book. You've got some lace trim and some bow there. And then here we've just got some vintage documents, and this is dated 1920. Lots of journaling space on the back, and of course you could, you know, tear that into bits for your collage or anything that you like. And then going over the page, this is some vintage book page, and I've just gessoed over it. So again, you could journal all over here. You could journal here on this flip down, and then we've just got this gorgeous scrapbook paper, and then just this little image here in a frame with some more lace at the top. Here, paper clipped on at the top, we've got just a laminated, not laminated, printed on some transparency film. This is from my Victorian gallery papers, I think, and I just stapled this on for a little bit of extra detail there. And it's quite fun how this is. So I've just stapled it together up here, but with a, you know, a foldy sort of flap. And then you've got lots of pages. Now this is all that deli paper, so it's really nice, this deli paper. It feels very vintage, it's very flimsy, and yeah, just really nice, and it ages really fast. So, you know, I mean, I only made this a few months ago, and already this is kind of aging pretty well. So, you know, very quickly it takes on a lovely kind of effect. That's just paper clipped on the top of this page. This is a book page with a collage masterboard on it. So on this back side of the masterboard, I just put some fly sheet on there, so you could journal on there. Again, some lace down the side and a little diamante. That just paper clips on there. And then on this side we've just got, again, obviously collage masterboard, and you know, incorporating some doily as well. And then this little piece that I've put on as a belly band with some lace. And then here we've just got a little bit of printable coffee dyed, and then just a stapled on heart and a little piece there. So love how this is. That just all just tucks in. Oops, tucks in like that. Oh, can't tuck it in. Let me tuck it in this way. There we go, like that. And then here we've got just an envelope. Love how this envelope looks. I mean, this whole journal, although it's very tiny, it's very, very, very cute. Oh no, look what's just happened. Oh, right, crisis here, because this is just now pulled out of here. So I'm going to have to fix this. I'll do something to fix this. Yeah, promise I will sort this out and fix it, and then it will be, you know, secured back in here somehow. Yeah, this is an envelope. Absolutely gorgeous. Open that out. It's a lined envelope there. This is all from the Junk Journal Basics Kit 2 papers. And tucked into there, we've got some of my French collection papers, just a full sheet there, which again, I mean, don't these colours just all work brilliantly with this little journal? So that just all folds in like that, and then just tucks in on itself. Oops, like that there. And then the whole thing just goes back into that envelope like that. Okay. And then going over the page, we've got a pocket on the back of the envelope. So I just popped a little cluster into there. And actually this is a double pocket, I think. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. We've got some more of that Venice image there, some lace and a little bit of what do you call that, stencil, you know, with some gesso. So love that. And then here we've got just a little kind of tuck piece. So you've just got this big kind of tuck arrangement there. Tucked into there, I just put a couple of pieces. So this is from some vintage book page. Just made this kind of like fold out piece and just tucked in a couple more sheets of paper there. So it's not a booklet or anything. So you could tear all of these bits into pieces for collage, or you could, you know, move them around as you like. But yeah, just a cute little kind of ensemble of papers. That just goes in like that. And then on this side, you've got a little fold out flip, again, from the Venice book page with some image there. More Venice images on this side and some sari silk and some lace. And then here we've just got this gorgeous page. Doesn't this look lovely? We've got a few pages there that flip up. So you could journal on, obviously, the backs of all of these. Like that. And then under here, this is my lace collection papers. Again, you could journal, obviously, on here. Got some lace running down the side and some Diamante. And then here, this is my butterfly cabinet collection again. This, I don't know whether this is a pocket or not. Let me just see whether I can tuck anything into that side. Oh, have I got anything small enough? Probably not. Oh, isn't this so annoying when you come to do a flip through and then you find a pocket that's empty? Happens all the time. Right. Is that a pocket? I'm not sure whether it is. Maybe it's not. It might not be a pocket, to be honest. Oh, yes, it is. It is a pocket. So there we go. So this is one of those gorgeous cabinet cards that we made during that series between Christmas and New Year. So I'll just tuck that in there. Then on this one, now this is some packaging, which I absolutely love. And we've just tucked in a bunch of items here. So a little tag made from the Venice book page. Love how that looked, or looks. Just gorgeous. And then you've got just some of the book page. Lovely image there. And obviously on the back, it's just kind of plain for journaling. And then also a little foldy flip piece there like that. So, I mean, although this is a very tiny journal, you've got quite a lot of journaling space in here, to be honest. And that just tucks in here. Isn't that such a fab pocket? And like I say, that's just from some packaging, which I love. On the back, we've got a variety of things clustered up, and then a little tuck spot here with, again, this is some of my vintage edge strips, and it's just got a flippy pad with some coffee dyed papers. That just tucks in like that. And then here, this is some more stenciled paper. Isn't this lovely? Absolutely love it. All scripty. Feels lovely because it's obviously got the, you know, texture paste or the gesso. One of my number tabs there. And then on the back, obviously, you've just got journaling space. And then here you've got one of those, you know, craft coloured pieces, which I backed it onto something else to make it thicker. Enclosed like a couple of little stapled items there, so you could journal on here. So just like really, really nice. A little foldy out piece there with some index kind of paper from a book. Little bit of cabinet card from the butterfly cabinet card collection papers. This is all just on vintage book page. Isn't that lovely? And then here again, just tucked in, handful of papers there, which again, you could just, you know, use these as you like. I mean, it's kind of like a little booklet, but I didn't staple any of these together. I thought they were kind of nice just being folded in. And then they could be moved around, you know, separately in the book or in the journal or not. Love how this looks. It's just literally contents page here, and then a Venice image, and then just a couple of little pieces there from my documents collection papers. But isn't that such a lovely little fun collection of stuff? So that just goes into there. And then going over again on the back of here, we've got a fold out envelope. So on here, another Venice image, which is just gorgeous, isn't it? You've got more stapled piece here with some lace. Open this out, you've got then a little flippy kind of arrangement there with some more page. That just tucks all in here like that. And then here we've got just a little coin envelope. Oops, just a piece of Victorian ephemera printable there. It needs a bit of ink on the back, but then it would be, you know, nice and vintage looking. So that just goes in there. And then we've got, oops, a little fold out flip there. This is made from the, again, Venice book page itself. And then you've just got a couple of bits all kind of layered up on there. And then this is from my steampunk collection papers there, with another piece from the Hearts papers. One of my number tabs, and then just various things kind of, you know, layered up in the background. And then this here, this is the inside of the back cover. So the back cover is just this gorgeous printed, what do you call it, craft card. And it just literally, you've got a little pocket here. So this is the Venice image. You've got some lace and some embroidery on glaze, some lace down there, and there's this corner tuck pocket. And then just stapled together a few little bits there. Don't they just look gorgeous? And they just obviously all slot up there. So isn't it just so cute? I absolutely love it. So like I say, I will definitely fix that page that came out. So I do apologise for that. That's, yeah, just very annoying because that's not really ever happened before. But hey, it's all fine. Now, let me give you the details of where I'm donating that to. So like I say, the money that I get from this, I will be donating. So I will be posting it out. So wherever, you know, whoever buys it, wherever you're, you know, you're based, obviously you're, you know, you will have paid for the postage because the website will automatically, you know, calculate the postage. Now, this is going to, and I've pulled this up to show you, this is a GoFundMe page. It's called, it's Minnie's Broken Heart, and it's Get Minnie to America for life-saving heart surgery. Now, this is a story from a lady who lives in my local area, you know, a lovely lady who I've known her for a long time. I don't know her well or anything like that, but, you know, we've kind of known each other vaguely for years and years and years. Lovely lady, and it's her granddaughter. Now they are needing a target of £140,000 to send her lovely, so my friend is called Lorraine, it's to send her lovely granddaughter to America for this life-saving heart surgery. They have, you know, yeah, they can't get the surgery anywhere else basically. So there's all sorts of things going on in our local area and things like that, which are trying to obviously raise the funds for her to get her to America. So this is just obviously a little thing that I can do to obviously donate some money, you know, straight to the fund as well. So yeah, they have got £75,000, like I say, already towards that £140,000 target. So fingers crossed they're going to get there. And yeah, I just thought this would be a fantastic, you know, opportunity to obviously, you know, sell a little journal and obviously donate that money onto the cause for Minnie there. Poor Minnie, she's only 6, and you know what a terrifying, awful thing for her to have to be going through, and she's kind of in and out of hospital. I know that at the weekend my dad, he's got a Harley Davidson motorbike, and he does lots of charity runs and things with the little kind of Harley group that he kind of goes in, and they did a ride out for her for charity for her on Saturday. So there's lots and lots of events and things taking place locally. But yeah, so she has a GoFundMe page. I will link the link the GoFundMe page on my video descriptions. That will be below. And obviously, if you are interested in this journal, like I say, the proceeds from this will be going straight to Minnie's Broken Heart GoFundMe page. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much if you purchase this. Please know that it's all going for a very good cause. And yeah, so now back to the mass making. I'm so sorry to have interrupted, but I just really wanted to kind of, you know, quickly do this. So hold on. Right, I'm so sorry about that. I just really wanted to kind of highlight that lovely, you know, that cause really. So yeah, and you know, I mean, it's one of the wonders of obviously social media, isn't it, that we can kind of highlight things and, you know, raise money and things like that for good causes. So right, enough about that really. So yeah, right, let's get cracking. So I'm going to just take my papers, and I'm just going to, I think, go for it, in that I'm going to, if they are full sheets, I'm just going to fold them straight in half and take them like that, I think. It's probably a little bit on the extravagant side, but I think that's probably kind of the most efficient way to do this. So I'm just going to be cutting my papers to kind of size, and actually I will fold them in at this stage as well. So let's take this one, fold it into roughly the size that we want it to be, like that, and then we're obviously making the little gusset like that. Okay, and again, perhaps we will do all the cutting and what have you at this point as well. So, and then everything's just literally ready to glue. So like that. Okay. So yeah, let's just relax now, have a nice time, have a lovely mass making session. So for those guys who watch me regularly, you will know that I film these videos generally on a Monday to go up for you lovely ladies on a Tuesday. So yes, my week has only just started. Oh my goodness, it's freezing today. To be fair, I don't know whether it actually is freezing today. I'm a bit of a lightweight, and so for me it feels very, very cold today. Maybe for normal people, maybe it doesn't really feel so cold, but yeah, for me it feels absolutely freezing. So I don't know what's going on with the weather. I mean, I went to the gym and I'm sure it said 5, did it say 5 degrees this morning? I think it might have said 5 degrees. So I mean, actually 5, you know, not that cold. But I think there's a very chilly wind, which is making it feel bitter. Really, really, really cold. Because yesterday also, I think, said it was about 5 degrees. And again, it felt absolutely horrible. So, yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know really what's going on, but it's not good. It feels very, very, very chilly. So what have I been up to? Well, not a lot, probably. Yeah, just trying to think. So my daughter is home from school today. She is feeling very poorly, so I'm filming this a little bit later than I normally would on the Monday. And yeah, unfortunately she went to her dad's this weekend, and she kind of goes there like every other weekend. And on Saturday night she messaged me to say that she was feeling poorly. And sorry, I forgot to say, these are from my large birdhouse papers. So my large birdhouse kit, these are the background papers that come with that. This is my pale lace collection papers in the pinks and purples, I think it is. Yeah, so anyway, she messaged me on Saturday evening saying she wasn't feeling too well, and I said, obviously, well, see how you feel tomorrow. And, you know, if you're not feeling too well, you can come home, obviously. So, yeah, so she got her dad to bring her home yesterday. And, yeah, she wasn't feeling well yesterday all day. And, yeah, she's not feeling well today either. She's got this awful sore throat. And, she's got a very high temperature. So I have checked her, obviously, to make sure she hasn't got a rash or anything like that. You know, because obviously you kind of go into panic mode, don't you, like in case of meningitis, you know. But yeah, touch wood, she hasn't got a rash or anything, but she you know, she's feeling proper poorly because she's not feeling like eating or anything. She said she's got a terrible headache as well, so yeah, not very good. But there's loads of things around. I know that I keep on getting this awful headache, not so much a sore throat if I'm truthful, but yeah, terrible headache that just keeps on coming back, and it's really painful. I had it yesterday quite badly, and touch wood, it's a lot better today, but yeah, I keep on getting it myself. So I don't know whether it's just the same thing that she's got, or, you know, whether it's just coincidence, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's obviously a lot of funny things around. I know that a friend of mine from the gym, he also has had this like recurrent sore throat, you know, so constantly he kind of feels okay for a couple of days and then his sore throat comes back again. So he, you know, he just can't seem to shake it off. So I think there's definitely something weird going around that, you know, is hard to get rid of. So yeah, that kind of obviously dominated yesterday. And then what else have we done? So nothing really. Saturday evening, I went out for a drink just to a local pub with a couple of friends of mine from the gym. And it was so nice because we went to a local pub and it was really, really busy in there, I have to say. They obviously sell quite good food. We didn't eat in there, we just had a drink. And I mean, I don't drink, so I just had a pineapple juice. I'm so, you know, so lame and pathetic. But yeah, so we were only in there a couple of hours. But what was lovely is it's just one of those lovely independent kind of pubs. It actually overlooks the water, not that you could see it because obviously it was dark, but it was really chilly on Saturday night as well. They have a few open fires, you know, log fires in there, and we were lucky enough to get one of the open fires right in front of one of the open fires, so it was just lovely. But what was so lovely, I was able to take Bo because you know, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but over here in the UK, generally chain type, you know, restaurants and pubs and things, generally, this is a bit of a sweeping statement probably, but yeah, I haven't found many that allow dogs to go in. Anyway, this particular place, because it was an independent kind of place, they did allow dogs. So little Bo, she was able to come with me, so that was absolutely wonderful because nobody was home to be able to look after her. So yeah, she came with me and it was just lovely. I mean, she's quite barky. I know I have said this before. I think it's something to do with the breed. I think sausage dogs are very barky dogs. But yeah, when I first got there, I thought, oh no, this was a mistake, because straight away she's like barking and going mad. I thought, oh, they're going to chuck me out. Anyway, she soon calmed down and she just, you know, she just sat on my lap all night. And yeah, she was good as gold then. And it just felt really nice going out with her for the evening, you know, kind of like, oh, we're having a bit of a girly time, just me and her. So yeah, that was really kind of quite nice, to be honest. You know, just a treat to be able to actually find somewhere that allows dogs, if I'm truthful. So yeah, that was lovely. So that was all I did on Saturday. Absolutely rubbish, like nothing else whatsoever. Oh, I went to the gym in the morning, and I think I've said to you guys before, but my son has now started coming to the gym in the mornings. So he also came on Saturday morning, and he now can come for coffee with me and my friends, because we normally go for coffee every Saturday morning. So he now joins us, which is so lovely. You know, and he said the week before, you know, when we got home, he said, oh my goodness, what a lovely way to start, you know, start your weekend kind of thing. Because, you know, you've had a workout, so you feel good. And then you get home and, you know, I normally get home by kind of 9:15. and you've already had your workout, you've had a coffee with friends, you know, and then you're ready for the day. You know, you come home and shower and that's it. You're all ready and done for the day by kind of 9:30, which is brilliant. So yeah, I'm so thrilled that he's now doing that. So we had done that on Saturday morning. And then, like I say, Sunday, you know, my daughter came home by kind of mid-morning, and yeah, she was then feeling poorly. But yeah, so that was kind of the weekend. Last week, I went to see the film One Love. Yeah, Bob Marley film anyway. So went to see that on, I think it was on Wednesday. Again, went with my son. Oh, it was a really good film. Yeah, really good. I didn't really know much about Bob Marley, if I'm truthful. Love his music. You know, I love that album, Legend. Absolutely brilliant. These are my Valentine's papers, obviously. Valentine's collection papers. So, and if you watched my recent series, you know, we obviously used them a lot in that series. So this is my Roses collection papers. Yeah, anyway, so that was a really good film. We really enjoyed it. And yeah, really good. Don't know who the actor was who played Bob Marley, but oh my goodness, he was very handsome. I mean, obviously very young, you know, way too young for me, but yeah, very handsome he was. So yeah, anyway, that was a good film. We enjoyed it. Sorry, I'm just trying to check which was the, yeah. So yeah, that was really good. I hadn't realised, and honestly, I always feel embarrassed whenever I kind of mention things that I know nothing about when I'm on video for everyone to hear, but I did not know that Bob Marley had actually spent quite a bit of his life in the UK, in London, and a lot of his songs were actually produced in London. I hadn't realised any of that, you know, I didn't know any of that about his life. So that was all very interesting to watch, really, and learn about. So yeah, it was a good film anyway, so I'd recommend it. You know, I mean, obviously he was so hugely talented, and what a shame that he obviously, you know, passed away so young. But yeah, anyway, good film. So if you're debating whether to go and watch it, we really enjoyed it. It was very different to how I expected, because it really just focused on kind of like a 3-year period, you know, which wasn't quite as I expected it to be, but nonetheless it was very good. What else have I watched? So aside from that, I watched a series on Channel 5. So again, this is a UK thing, Channel 5. You could probably get it on that thing, BritBox, if you have BritBox. It was called Too Good to Be True. So my mum and dad had watched this and said it was pretty good. So yeah, I watched that. I just binge watched it over like a night or two. It was pretty good. So yeah, quite enjoyed that. I would recommend watching that. You know, I mean, nothing groundbreaking or, you know, really twisty turny and unusual, but it was quite good. So yeah, quite enjoyed that. Trying to think if I've watched anything else worth mentioning. Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, probably haven't really watched anything else, to be honest. So all a bit rubbish with the recommendations for anything to watch. There we go. Trying to think what else, really. Okay, so let's do one in this. So this is, again, this is the lace papers, and I'm thinking perhaps we could do them sideways on for this one, because I'm obviously just using kind of scraps and things that I had laying around. So I'm thinking perhaps we could do one this way round and have it kind of a tall one rather than this way round. So although, well, we could maybe get 2 out of there. What do we think? Oh, perhaps we can get 2. Yeah, probably can get 2 out of here. So I'll just fold that down. I didn't know whether we would actually get 2 out of here or not, but I think we can. So let's do it like that. Okay. Oops. Again, rubbish cutting. It's not very good, is it? Oh dear. Okay, so my daughter's very quiet at the moment, so I'm hoping that she's gone back to sleep, but it's highly doubtful, to be honest. Yeah, highly doubtful. So for Christmas, Santa had bought my daughter a Fire Stick for her bedroom, for her TV. So ever since Christmas, she had been saying, I didn't come with a cable. So, you know, because she's very messy, she has got this bad reputation for losing things. So we all kind of said, oh, of course it came with a cable. You know, it wouldn't come without a cable. And I just thought, oh, she must have lost it, you know, taken it out of the box and lost it. So I said to her, well, show me, you know. So she showed me, and she showed me the remote. So I didn't really think anything of it. And then she was saying about it again yesterday, and she said, oh, can you set it up for me? Because my mum and dad then gave me a cable, and they said, oh, you know, they had a spare cable, and they said, oh, here's a cable. So yesterday I, you know, went to set it up, and then she kept saying, oh, I haven't got the bit that goes in the back of the telly, you know, the stick. She kept saying, I've only got the remote control. And I thought, well, you can't only have the remote control. She's now come in. She's hearing me talking about this. And she's sort of laughing at the door. So I looked back. And would you believe Santa had only bought a remote control? He had not bought the Fire Stick at all. So there we were, all saying that she had lost the cable, and turns out Santa had been a complete idiot and had just bought the remote control. I mean, why on earth would they sell just a remote control? But the ironic thing was, the remote control was more money than the Fire Stick, which is pretty irritating, especially as so long has elapsed now that Santa cannot now post that back. I didn't want to waste that one because I've coffee dyed the back of that. Yes, so much time has elapsed that Santa now can no longer send that back to Amazon. So very, very, very annoying. So Mummy has now had to order a Fire Stick for her. Oh, what an absolute waste. Just so annoying, isn't it? You know, because sometimes I just think, you know, you order these things and it's not that obvious what it is you're ordering. You know, you think you're ordering one thing and it turns out you've ordered something completely different. You think you've ordered a Fire Stick, turns out you've ordered a Fire Stick remote control. Oh, very annoying. Anyway, so hopefully that's going to arrive today. Because, I mean, that would be especially nice as she's, you know, spending the day kind of in bed. And she's got nothing to watch. I mean, she can watch things on her phone. It's not, well, it is a real phone, but, you know, it's not connected to anything. She can just do messaging and things when she's connected to somebody's Wi-Fi. So, yeah, I mean, she can watch, obviously, things on her phone. But, I mean, it's not quite the same as watching things on a TV when you're not well, is it? So, and there's no, you know, we don't have a TV aerial or anything. So if you don't have a Fire Stick, then you're not watching anything on TV because you just don't get anything. So this is from my perfume collection papers. So, yeah. Right, I'm not going to do two of those because, you know, it's probably pretty boring doing all the same things. Again, this is from my Melrose garden collection papers. So I'm just going to take this one down. I think we'll cut it down here like that. Okay, and we'll just go in here. Okay, there we go. Right, this might have to be the last one. Obviously, I don't know really how long we've been filming for because I did do that flip through, which, you know, I'm not sure then how long I've actually been filming for, if you see what I mean. I'm just going to cut this little section off where I've got that little flower. Okay. There we go. Oh, perhaps I'll take that in a bit more. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, that's kind of it really for news in our house, which is not very exciting, is it? But yeah. Okay. Oh, little Bo, I can hear my daughter now playing with Bo. So yeah, that's out on the landing. They are playing together. So yeah. Oh, she did not want to go out this morning. I mean, I can't blame her because, like I say, it was really freezing and very, very cold wind. But yeah, I opened the door to put her out this morning and she was just like, what? Are you kidding me? I am not going out there. Can't blame her. Can't blame her at all. But yeah, it's a bit annoying. But right, so now I'm just going to put all of the paper clips onto the pockets. Okay, so pick which side, you know, which side you want the clip to go, and hook it onto the side you want it, you know, to go. So I know I said it during that Valentine's series that we did, you know, the Crafty Love Week that we did on Valentine's week, but honestly, these Valentine's papers, I can just picture myself using them so much. They're very, very cute papers, and you know, they're actually quite versatile. So yeah, I think they're going to very quickly become, you know, a bit of a firm favourite, to be honest. There we go. Oh, she's playing ball in the hall now. So if you can hear any banging around, that's her obviously throwing the ball for Bo. Honestly, I've never met a dog who loves playing ball as much as Bo. She loves it so much. I mean, it's so boring. She kind of brings the ball endlessly. Oh, and it's like, oh my goodness, are you not fed up with playing ball yet? Nope, she never gets fed up with playing ball. She just loves it, loves it, loves it. I was just saying about how much she loves playing ball, doesn't she? Yeah. She's really like, well, just never gets enough of it. Yeah, she's wagging her tail now, trying to play ball now. But yeah, very, whoops. There we go. Right. Okay, nearly done with our hooking of the paper clips. So it's quite fun to do some, you know, some on the back and some on the front sides. But really, I'm just being guided by, you know, whichever side of the paper that I think is going to look prettiest, you know, as a backdrop, really. So, yeah, just letting my paper guide me as to whichever side is going to be looking prettiest and, you know, therefore loveliest. Right, okay, let's take some of this. So we should just cut a bunch for covering the paper clips like that. Okay, like that. Okay, right. So yeah, my mum and dad had phoned to see if I wanted to meet them for a coffee. Obviously I couldn't because my daughter is, you know, at home not very well. So yeah, oops, that was a shame. Okay, oops. Right, let's glue all of our paper clips down, and then we'll glue like the, you know, the structure of the pockets together. So this one, like that. Okay. One. Okie dokie. There we go. I mean, I can't believe February is nearly over already. I must look and see when Easter is this year. Does anybody know when Easter is this year? It'll be here before we know it. And yeah, I mean, it's just like whizzing by, isn't it? I mean, we must be like in the Easter sort of calendar now, mustn't we? Because we are well, I guess we're into Lent, aren't we? The fact that it was a couple of weeks ago I'd mentioned the pancake day, and it had turned out it was pancake day the day I'd been talking about it in the video. So that was just really odd, because I had no clue, you know, that actually I happened to be talking about it and it was that day. So that was just really, really weird. So yeah, I guess we're kind of like into Lent now, aren't we? Just flying by. Honestly, the time just whizzes and whizzes. There we go. Absolutely shocking. Okie dokie. Okay. Oh, I just want to say thank you to everybody who placed an order, you know, especially on Sunday for the perfume bottle toppers video that I did. And I really hope that you are having a lovely time making toppers and things with your perfume bottles. And, you know, quite a few people had said, you know, they were on the fence about the perfume bottles and, you know, whether they were for them. And I know, you know, I do know what you're saying, because, yeah, they're something a little bit different, aren't they? And so you kind of wonder and think, you know, would I use them, or how would I use them? Honestly, I have had quite a lot of fun, or such a lot of fun, really, perhaps I should say, using my perfume bottles. And I've used them in several different ways now. You know, from making like snippet strips to, you know, clusters, to the toppers, to, you know, tags with them on, and all different things. So yeah, really, really having a lot of fun with them. And to be honest, they're another one of those lovely items, just like the butterflies, just like the bows, that just look awesome wherever you put them. Which, you know, you can just never have enough of those items, can you? The ones that look great everywhere, that, you know, where you put them. So, and that's how I've just found the perfume bottles to be, is just one of those, you know, that just works everywhere. So if you're kind of like, you know, debating, I know that lots of people in the comments on that video did say, if you are debating, you know, whether to get them or not, you know, go for it. They're really good fun. So yeah, thank you so much to all those lovely ladies who said things like that in the comments, because definitely, you know, I have, well, just been using them non-stop really ever since I launched them. You know, I've kind of put them on all sorts of things. So yeah, they're definitely becoming a fast favorite. You know, they just seem to work everywhere. And although they are a very girly looking thing, they also are, yeah, quite, you know, like, well, going to say neutral, but you know, like the toppers we did, like the brown one with the blue and things, you know, so they're quite easy to tone them down. They don't have to be too girly, you know, you can kind of tone them down and get away with it. So yeah, they're really good fun to use. Now these two, I'm just going to leave these two to finish after the video. We'll just glue a few of these together. Like I said, I've lost track now of how long I've been filming for, so I'm just aware that I've possibly been filming for quite a long time now. So I'm just kind of thinking I best, you know, best start moving on a little bit. Otherwise we won't even get these finished at all. So, and I will have been filming for hours and hours. So yeah, and I do apologise, that keeps on happening lately, where I'm just then filming very, very long videos. But again, thank you to all those lovely people who've said that you actually really like the long videos. That's so lovely to hear. And yeah, I really appreciate your kind feedback, saying that, you know, you actually like the long videos. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so my daughter's obviously finally, you know, got up now, so I mean, she's not dressed or anything, but she's, yeah, she's at least got up. So hopefully she's feeling a bit better. I mean, she's had like some cowpole, you know, which again, that's medicine over here. I don't know whether cowpole is a, you know, a international medicine. But yeah, she's had some of that. So, I mean, hopefully that's kind of really kicking in now and, you know, she's beginning to feel a bit better. But yeah, she's definitely not been feeling too great at all. So hopefully that medicine will start making her feel a little bit better soon. Okay. Right. So we'll just do a couple more gluing together and then we'll decorate one. So like that. Okie dokie. There we go. And like I say, you know, round the corners, don't round the corners, you know, all different things that you can do with these. Let me just try and pick one so as we get something, you know, quite a different sort of look. Okay, we'll do one of these. Like that. Okay. There we go. Oh, and maybe a lilac one as well. Yeah. Just so we've got lots of different looks. Otherwise it's very boring, I'm sure, just watching the same old thing constantly being made. Okay. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, there we go. Right, now, how should we decorate and which one should we decorate? Get rid of all that hot glue that's floating around. Now, I've got quite a few bits that I cut out. Cut these out last night whilst I was watching TV. And, yeah, let's see what I've got here that we might like to use to decorate one of these with. So, I've got some of my lovely butterfly toppers. I've also got some of my vintage Victorian ephemera. I think this is set 3. And I've got some photographs as well. So which one should we do? I mean, I love this royal blue, to be honest, so perhaps we should do a royal blue one. Oh, now I'm thinking, should we do let's have a look. Yeah. I mean, that's quite cute, isn't it? Let's just double check. Just check my butterfly. Oh, might have to go for a butterfly topper. I wanted to use one of these ladies. These are just from the Junk Journal Basics Kit 2. But oh my goodness, how much do you love these butterfly toppers? They look gorgeous, don't they? Yeah, might have to go for the butterfly the butterfly toppers instead. So I think let's do that one. Excuse me. Oh, too much talking there going on. Right, okay, let's ink this up a little bit. What should I do with my blendy tool? All that talking, I've now lost it somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Just quickly ink around there. Right, just ink around here. I mean, the other thing is you can see quite a bit of the inside. So, you know, you might want to even coffee dye a little bit on the inside, but, you know, don't worry too much. It all can be, you know, inked up and things. And it probably won't really show too much anyway once it's all decorated up. So if we've got that one. Now, I happen to have this beautiful blue lace. Don't know whether this is going to be a bit too much blue, bit of an overdose. And actually, to be honest, oh my goodness, I was going to say you can't really see it, but oh my gosh, how gorgeous does that look on there? Now, do we want it up there or do we want it like hanging down? Because we could then really elongate the pocket by having it not laying down, but hanging down. Something like that. I've got some sari silk. That's not quite right. I was going to say we could ruffle it across the top. That's not really quite right. Let me try this one. Ooh. What about something like that? What do you think to that? I'm not sure. Not sure. What do we think? What do we think? Do you know, I really do love it, I think, with it at the top, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm going to put it at the top. So, let's just pop this on here. Again, I'm just going to hot glue this for speed. I mean, this is total and utter, you know, nonsense. You really don't need to be using hot glue for things like this. But I'm just doing it for, you know, purely for speed. Just going to use my Anita's Tacky Glue for putting that blue lace down. Now that blue lace is pretty wide, so I've put on quite a lot of glue. Okay, I'm going to put it on like that. Press that down like that. Snip that out down the edge. Oh my goodness! I mean, how gorgeous does that look? I love how that looks, and to be honest, I love it even if it had nothing else even on there. But yeah, I mean, you probably would put something else on there, but not that it really needs anything. If I'm truthful, it looks lovely just as it is. Could just have like half a label on there, really. Should we do that? I always love a half a label, and maybe put that even just over the lace. So, yeah. Okay. And I mean, that then is like a double whammy, isn't it? Because not only does it look really nice, but it's, you know, it's also holding the lace in place. It's like a little anchor, you know, or a weight on top of the lace. Just going to have to snip this down here because it's irritating me a little bit where it's not really quite straight. I hope I haven't made it worse. Maybe I have. Oh well. Right. Like that. Now, do we want some bling or something on there? Always love a bit of bling. Let's just see. Okay. Let's just try this. Okay. Oops. Some bling. Wonder if we could have it that way. Is that really weird having it that way? I don't mind it actually. It's a bit different, isn't it? But I quite like it. Let's pop that down. Oh no, not like that. I've now put the glue straight onto the bling. So let me just snip those little sort of strands off, and we'll do it on this one instead. Okay. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Like that. Okay, right, there we go. So, yeah, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Now, just wondering if we want anything else. I wonder if I've got any blue bows. Just reaching into my little pot of bows. Oh my goodness, what about this? What do we think to that? Oops. Yeah, let's just use this. Okay. That down onto the side. How pretty does that look? I love how that looks. Right, just gathering up my hot glue threads that are now dragging about everywhere. Right, there we go. So, and then of course you can pop something into your pocket. I don't know whether any of these bits will actually fit into the pocket, but give it a try. I mean, it's quite a roomy pocket. In fact, that's huge. Actually, turns out that's huge, that pocket. So yeah, really good size. There we go. So you've got then a little journal card into that pocket, and then obviously that just clips straight onto the top of a page like that. So how gorgeous are they? So how many did we make? Let's have a look. So we made quite a lot, actually. I mean, they're pretty quick and easy, aren't they, once you get in the flow? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 we've got. So obviously I need to finish off a couple, but yeah, I mean, they're pretty nice, aren't they? So yeah, I really hope that you like them. Hope you feel inspired to make some. Let me just quickly show you how it would look if this were a junk journal page, for example. Clips on there, and that's just how that looks then clipped onto a page. So aren't they just so scrumptious? Absolutely love how they look. So yeah, hope you like them, and yeah, have fun if you decide to make some of them. Obviously, like I say, the little junk journal that we did the flip through of, that is going to be for sale on my shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk website, and funds from this are going to go to Minnie's broken heart, you know, raising money to get Minnie to America for her life-saving heart surgery. So yep, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much in advance if you head over to Minnie's broken heart link that obviously is listed down below. And yeah, hope that you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then, bye.